Hey, Anjali, sure. Hey, Shamala. Thanks for joining. Okay, sure. Yeah, Anjali. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Maybe you can actually hear me now. Yes. Hello, Shamala and Anjali. I have you guys written down. Okay. Hi, Carlene. Yeah, I'll add you to the list. All right. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started with the Daily General. Yeah, as long as we don't have any new people come in today, I'll be able to get through the people that have requested so far. Of course, it just depends on the new people that show up. But tomorrow is the free-for-all. So even if you're not new, tomorrow is first come, first serve. Because Thursdays is the first come, first serve day. Okay? But we will see what happens. All right, you guys. Whew, let's get started. All right. So this will be the daily general reading for everybody. Oh, I need to make some adjustments to my camera. I had to move it last night, so I'm still trying to get it back where it was. My goodness. Okay. Let's see. There. That's a little better, I think. Okay. All right. So, okay. Everybody's being asked to really tap in and start paying attention to your wisdom that is already within you, as well as the wisdom that you gain when you connect with the divine source. Okay, so when you start to meditate every day and you make that connection with source a priority. Hi, Steffi. Hey, Oanis. Added an N in there. Oasis. I can't remember how I said it before. Apologize if I'm not saying it right. You guys, let me know if you're new. I don't think you are. Steffi, I think I've read you before as well. Okay, but I'll add you to the list for sure. Oweus. Maybe that's it. Okay. So start making that daily connection with source and meditation a priority, because that's where you're going to get the guidance. That's where you're going to get the information. That's where you're going to get prepared, okay, for things that are coming to you during the day, during the week. You will actually, if you start making that connection a priority and you spend that time every single day connecting with source, you'll actually get information about things that are going to be coming up or happening before they happen. Okay, so you're going to be well aware of the things coming down the pike. So then you're not being thrown off kilter as life brings you things, because you're prepared. Hey, Debbie. So it's such a priority to make that time with source, that one-on-one time with source, a priority. And then also, once you make that connection, then your intuition throughout the day, you're going to get even more information, even more guidance on what to do, what guidance you need, what action you need to take. The information will continue to flow through your intuition, even when you're not connected in that meditative space. Okay. So it's like, if you can, first thing in the morning, get up and meditate, make that connection, get your messages for the day, get your guidance and your insight for the day, right? Then your intuition is going to be backing that up and supporting you all throughout the day. Okay. And then you don't have to wonder, is this real? Well, you've got the information in meditation. Your intuition is completely backing it up, especially as the things start to happen during the day and show up exactly as you were told they were going to. Then you know it's real. Then you can stop pretending or wondering or fooling yourself into believing that magic isn't real, miracles don't happen, intuition's not real. All that mess just throws you off, okay? Because it is real. It's all real. And if you make the commitment and you stay dedicated to connecting with that divine source, okay, it will prove it to you. You will be shown just how real it is and how much the universe cares about you, supports you, guides you, prepares you for anything and everything that comes your way. It will be proven to you, and you will have real results and real proof through your experiences that you can always go back to. So then you don't have to wonder, you don't have to question, and you don't talk yourself out of your own good and talk yourself out of trusting your intuition. Yeah, yeah. Hi, Allie. Allie, let me know if you're new. I don't think that you are, but just let me know. I think I've read for you before. Your name looks familiar. Of course, it could have been another Allie. Okay. Hi, Rose. All right. So make sure you're making the time for the connection. All right. And then trusting your intuition. That's so very vital and important, because that's where the wisdom comes in. All right. Like if I even told you guys some of the stuff that I have personally experienced, I know half of you wouldn't believe me. Now, half of you that have had similar experiences, you would totally believe me, right? But the ones that haven't had the experience yet, because you haven't done this process yet, you'd be like, no way. That's not real. That doesn't happen, but it does. And that's the magic at work. Okay. So give it a try for yourself. Let the universe prove itself to you. It will. It will. Okay. All right. So everybody needs to go ahead and get connected through this process, because there are some changes coming down. Okay. So I want everybody to get prepared. There's going to be some major things that start happening and shifting, and it's going to make everybody question reality and what's really going on, and question what they believe, what they've always held true, what they think is right and wrong. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to start to show up in our lives. Okay, and I really feel like this is everybody. I feel like this is almost like on a global level. There's going to be some big things coming down the pike. Okay. And everybody needs to get ready and prepared because it is going to make you question yourself and your belief and the world around you. Okay. There's going to be some chaos that starts to take place. All right. And people are going to start waking up. Perceptions are going to start shifting. Okay. If you're not prepared, if you are not spiritually prepared for these things that are coming, and if you guys have been with me a while listening to my readings, you know I don't like bad news stuff. Like this is not typical of what comes through in a reading. So this must be something that's pretty big that's going to be showing up for it to be here and for it to feel so strongly to me, because I don't normally go into stuff like this. It doesn't show up. But if you are not spiritually prepared for this, these big changes and this chaos that's coming, you're going to do one of two things. Okay, people are going to react in one of two ways. They're going to be ready. They're going to be prepared. They're going to know to expect it. And source and their intuition is going to guide them right on through. You know that there will be light shined on all of what's going on, and you'll know, don't buy into the chaos. Don't buy into the darkness. Don't buy into the confusion. Don't buy into it. Okay? Don't buy into any of it, because you're going to know on a soul level and an intuitive level that all of this is just, it's all happening for a reason, because it's time for things to change and the light to come through. Okay? But we don't want to go into that fear place. There's no need for fear. We are divinely guided and supported. Okay? So no fear. There's no need for fear. You've just got to be prepared, because those who are not intuitive, they don't trust their intuition, they don't have a spiritual practice, they don't have spiritual connection, they're going to be the ones that are really in the dark. Okay? And they're going to be the ones that are living in fear, and they're going to be contributing to the chaos. All right? So we are all being called as spiritual individuals to rise above, see and know the truth, so that we can maintain our harmony and our balance, and we can maintain the fact that we are blessed. Despite whatever's going on in the world around us, we have sacred space within us that is untouchable. And you can hold on to that, and you can ride out this wave, knowing that it is just a wave and it will pass. Okay? Hi, Brandy. Sure, Brandy. Yeah, I'll put you at the top then. You're new and never had one. Certainly. Not a problem. Partner 14 years to have a child with, but we don't get along well at all. Oh, what do we need to do? Okay, Allie, I'll try to get to you. The list is getting pretty long. Hello. But I will try to get to you. But listen, if you're concerned that somebody has sent bad intentions or done spell work against you, just go ahead and handle it magically. So, okay, reverse that mess, undo it, protect yourselves, and move on. It never hurts. If ever you're feeling off, okay, ignore the spammy, scammy people, all right, because they're popping up. Please, please, please don't get involved, okay? Run away as fast as you can. But yeah, so Allie, if you feel like something's going on, just go ahead and handle it. Don't wait, okay? Don't wait. There's no reason to wait. If you feel like something's off, just go ahead and do a reversing, put your protection in place, and go on about your business. Okay? Don't spend too much time or energy investing in that. Just handle it and move on. Okay? You don't need a reading to know that it's just time to handle business. That's your intuition saying, take care of business and keep going. Okay? So don't wait. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Hey, Janelle. Oh, threw my pen across the room. Oh, now I gotta reach it. Oh, I can't reach it. All right, we'll just grab another one. All good. Moving on. All right, you guys. So my line is getting pretty long already. So I'm just so everybody knows, I probably will not get through everybody today. But all right, you guys, listen. I'm not sure what this is that's coming. I just feel like it's going to be very big, and it's going to affect a lot of people. Okay. So I'm not sure if this is going to be more of the COVID stuff coming up, or, other things coming to light or breaking down, or, I'm not sure exactly. I'm not getting any direction as far as that goes, but I do feel like it's going to be big, and I do feel like it's going to be globally. So we're being called to, again, don't go into fear. Go ahead and make sure you're spiritually connected and protected, and listen to and trust your intuition, and stay in the place of, I have a sacred space within me that is untouchable. The light will come back through. Everything will be fine. Do not buy into the chaos. Do not buy into the fear. Go ahead and start getting yourself spiritually prepared. Okay? That is the call for everybody today. Make sure you're going ahead and getting yourself spiritually prepared for whatever this is that's coming. All right? It's funny because, like, for example, I'll just give an example. So I was once told in meditation that my day job was going to be cutting back my hours. And I kept getting 32, 32, 32. And so when it came down the pike, which it did, and I think it was the same day or either the next day after I got in meditation that this was coming, that they did. They came through and said, we're cutting hours, yada, yada, yada. We don't know if you're going to even be considered full-time or part-time or what, right? So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I didn't go into fear, panic, worry. I mean, there was a touch of it because I'm human, but I knew it was coming. So that empowered me from the get-go. And by me knowing ahead of time, because Spirit told me, I knew it was going to be okay. Hey, Tara. Right? So I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to worry because I already knew. And then when they kept saying with part-time, 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 which would have meant losing benefits, right? I kept getting the 32. Well, it took them several weeks, but they finally did come back with the 32. But I already knew it, right? Because Spirit had already told me. So I was already prepared. All right. So these things can and do happen. You will be given the guidance and direction. I knew not to go into that fear, worry place of, oh, I'm going to lose benefits and I'm going to lose this and I'm going to lose that. No, 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 no. No. Spirit was already letting me know they had my back. All would be well. It would be set at 32. Everything's good. Right. So I maintained, I held on. My spiritual practice saw me through and gave me the warning in advance. I knew it was coming. Okay. And I knew it would be okay. So that's why you've got to start making that dedicated time and space. If you need help with that, go to the website, okay, thewitchsource.com, and in the menu header, you'll see podcast. Click on podcast, and you'll see grounding, centering, connecting. And I think I'm going to switch this up and put it in its own meditation heading so you guys can find it a lot easier. But if you'll go to the podcast and look for that grounding, centering, connecting, it will walk you through how to get grounded, how to connect to the divine source, how to pull in and center that energy within yourself. And then you just sit. You sit with that energy, you sit with that fullness, and you listen and you pay attention and you trust the thoughts that come through, the feelings that come through, the guidance that comes through. Okay, the imagery that comes through. All right. Sometimes it'll be song lyrics. Sometimes it'll be a vision that pops in your head. Sometimes it will be, actual words that just kind of drop into your head out of nowhere. And maybe you'll have feelings, right? You'll have feelings of feeling protected and like you're being hugged, or lots being filled with love. And sometimes you'll feel emotions that need to be felt and released. And you just sit with it. You just sit with it all. But when you make it a daily practice, it will get stronger and stronger and stronger. It's the consistency and the dedication that really makes a difference. And then, like I said, the intuition will kick up into high gear, and the intuition will work with you all day long, even though you're no longer in that meditative space. Okay? We are always connected. All right? You are always loved. You are always supported. You are always protected. If you do not feel that or believe that for yourself, that's where the meditation piece comes in. Okay? Okay, Angeli, Make sure you're doing your daily meditation. Okay, and make sure you're getting lots of rest and listen to your body and trust your body. Okay, Angelie? Hey, Courtney. But again, this meditation piece is going to be so important. Okay, Angelie, because there might be messages waiting for you in spirit to help you through this, help you heal faster. Okay, but you've got to tap into that meditation space so that you can really get connected with it. All right, and hear what's trying to come through. Hey, Cindy. I just found you. All right. Welcome. Thank you for being here, Cindy. Okay. All right, you guys. Everybody get ready, okay? Just be prepared. Be prepared. You are now aware that this is coming, okay? So get ready. And remember, you are a spiritual being that is always supported, guided, and protected, okay? So don't buy into the chaos. Don't buy into the fear. What is needed right now is all these light workers and spiritual beings to maintain the sanity for the rest of the world, to maintain that high vibration of love and healing for the world, okay? But promoting the fear and promoting the chaos is very anti-productive, okay? As spiritual beings, we know there's a higher purpose to everything that takes place. So we have to maintain the vision of health and wholeness. We have to maintain the vision of overcoming, rising above, all right? And knowing that we are safe, loved, and protected and guided. All right. And I feel like that's why we have a lot more people waking up right now spiritually. And honestly, I feel like this whole first round of COVID and the quarantining and all that was an opportunity for people to connect with their spirit and their soul and do their healing work and do their soul work and their shadow work. So yeah, there's been a lot of waking up going on. All right, you guys, we're going to jump right into the readings. I really hope everybody can really take advantage of that reading. Okay. All right, Cindy, you go in underneath Allie because that's where you came in. Just want to make sure I got you. I don't know that I'll be able to get that far. Cindy, have I done a reading for you before? Let me know, okay? I feel like I have, but I want to make sure I get you the right spot on the list, okay? All right, so first up, we're going to have Brandy because she's new. Hi, Louise. Okay, Angelie, so make sure that you are the one that is holding that spiritual love and light, okay? As a spiritual being, you've got work to do, all right? So at some point, we're kind of asked to not ignore the reality going on around us, but to take the higher calling of holding the vision for the health and the healing to take place, okay? So make sure you're doing your daily meditation for yourself as well as for your family, and then you spread it out to the world, okay? So when you do the grounding, connecting, and centering, and you center in that heart space, at that point in time, you have lots of options from that point when you're doing meditation. So you can connect with source, you can sit in the silence, you can ask questions if there's things that you're working on, but you can also send out love and healing light, okay, from that space. But you want to make sure you're grounded and connected first, and then really centered into your heart space. And then you can send out and push out, not at anybody. You don't ever want to push energy at people because it actually repels them. Okay, it pushes them away. So don't push energy at people. You just kind of send it out in general so that whoever needs it can pick it up. Okay, so you send it out from your heart space, and you also can send energy straight back up. Okay, so it becomes that cycle. It becomes a circle, like you're getting energy in and you're sending it out, and it's coming in and you're sending it out, right? But that way you're not depleting yourself because you're using that source energy that you are then transforming in your heart center into love and healing energy, which it already is, but you're adding your intention to it. And then you're sending that back up and out for whoever needs it to be able to pick it up. Okay. But you send up first love, light, and healing energy for yourself and within yourself. Okay. Then you send up that healing, protection, love energy for your family. And then you extend that to your friends. And then you extend that to, where you live, and then, to that country, and then even further out into the world. And you can send all that love and energy out. And it just offers it as a gift to whoever needs to feel it so that they can pick it up. Okay, so it just amplifies the source energy that's already available, but then you become the conduit for which it can spread and be picked up and become even more amplified. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do in a meditation. All right. Oh, sure, Louise, you're new as well. Okay. So we've got Brandy and then we've got Louise. All right, you guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started because I feel like it's going to be a busy day. I feel like there's just so much going on right now. I felt a shift this morning when I woke up. I'm not really sure what the shift is, but I definitely felt the shift. So I'm definitely going to have to go sit with that and figure out, okay, what are we preparing for here? I need some more information, right? All right. Okay, first up, we've got Brandy. All right, Brandy, here we go. Okay, Brandy. I don't think you had a specific question, just a general. Okay. All right, here we go. Don't forget, you guys, tomorrow, Thursdays, every Thursday is first come, first serve. Okay, so whether you're new or not, tomorrow is just first come, first serve. So if I don't get to you today, come back and try again tomorrow, okay? But all the other days of the week, I try to make sure that new people have an opportunity to get a reading as well. Okay, let me get some water. All right. All right, Brandy, you got some changes coming down the pike, some transformation, some up-leveling, and a love life. It looks like you've got, you got to get prepared because your love person's waiting on you and you got to get ready. Okay. So there's a lot of energy supporting you right now. All right. There's a lot of spiritual energy and support surrounding you, telling you, do a life review. Look at your life. Okay. Be very honest with yourself right where you are right now. What works, what doesn't work. Start to release and let go of what's not working and start focusing on the positive. Okay. Because you just doing that process is going to trigger the transformation that needs to take place within you. All right. And so then things are going to start moving very quickly to get you where you need to be. But it's like you've just got to be willing to look at what you need to let go of. Okay. So that you can move forward. So be willing to open your eyes and be very honest about what is it time to release, okay, and focus on what you really are wanting, all right, including your spiritual self and your internal natural magic that's within you, okay. But that's going to trigger the transformation. Just grabbing the energy that's available and using it to release what's no longer serving you. And what's going to happen is you're going to be set free. Okay, so whatever you feel like is currently holding you back, keeping you stuck, or keeping you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish, just be willing to let it go and it will be gone. Okay, because you're meant to be free from these things. All right. And the energy right now is totally supportive of making this process happen and making it happen very quickly. Okay. This is a rapid transformation. It's not going to be one that's going to take a while. Some of them do take a while, but for you, it's going to be very quick. And it's not so much about necessarily any healing work that needs to be done. It looks like you've done some of your healing work, or maybe you just didn't have a whole lot to do, but it's just about letting go of what no longer serves. Okay. And then you're just going to be like, shoo, up leveled really quick. All right. And then the blessings and the good things for you are just going to start pouring in. So your job is to focus on the future. Focus on the gratitude, focus on the blessings, focus your eyes, your mind, your energy on the good, okay? Don't look at the past at all right? There's nothing left for you in the past. Nothing. I don't even see healing work to be done where the past is concerned. You are meant to focus forward, all right? Focus forward on the peace and the joy and the harmony that you're wanting, okay? Because you've got a fresh new beginning, okay? But you got to be willing to release the past, release what's no longer working so you can be free and the fresh start can come in, all right? But you've got to make sure your eyes are focused forward on the good, all right? Now, this fresh new beginning, it's a very promising beginning. Okay, so you're going to feel like a brand new person once you are finally able to set the past down and walk away. Okay, once you can do that, you're going to feel like a brand new person. You're going to have so much more peace and joy and happiness, and love is going to show up. Okay, real love, real love. All right, true love, not just, you know, dating people here and there or any kind of thing like that. This is going to be real love. All right. Now, there is going to be a little bit of work involved with this true love, but you know, every relationship is work. Okay. So it's not going to be, it should not be full of drama and, you know, all that kind of mess. None of that's going to be there. It's just a matter of two people learning to come together and share their lives, you know, and what comes along with that, which there's going to be little challenges and things that come up. But if you focus on the joy and you stay dedicated to working these things out with a joyful heart, knowing that the love is there and the love is strong, it's going to be just like little bumps in the road, but there's not going to be a giant mountain to overcome. Okay. All right, Brandy. So that's what I got. I mean, it looks pretty good for you overall, really. It's just a matter of letting go what doesn't work, just releasing it, stepping away, untying yourself, untangling yourself, taking those chains off of yourself and stepping out of it and walking away. Okay. And then leave it there. Don't pick it back up. Not even in your mind. Don't pick it back up. Don't replay the past and the past scenarios and the past dramas. Don't do that to yourself. Okay. Just let all that go. You're good. You're so good. You got lots of good things coming your way too. So it's just a matter of set yourself free and the rest will fall into place. Absolutely. You're very welcome, Brandy. Good to have a good, uplifting, positive read after the daily, which is a little heavy, but still good. Still good. It's just we're all being called to play our part. To play our part. Be prepared, be ready, be aware, and make sure your energy is staying in the right place. All right. Up next, we've got Louise, who is also new. All right, Louise, here we go. Louise, do you feel a little bit guarded? Feels like you're blocking a little bit, Louise. All right, let's see what's going on, Louise. And now you feel a touch nervous or something. It's like just a little touch of anxiety or something going on. Yes, okay. Yeah, you felt a little bit guarded, and then it was like, then there was like a dash of anxiety behind that. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It was like, I tried to tap in. That's why I pause, because I want to make sure I'm giving the highest and best. So I just kind of feel into the energy, and then I ask Source to help me provide you with the highest and best reading and message. And that's why I take that pause between each reading, you guys. It's because I want to make sure I'm connected with who I'm reading, and then I ask that the highest and best information and message come through. And so when I connect to people, like I feel their energy for a minute, and that's also why when people ask for readings about other people, I don't do that because I don't have permission to tap into somebody else's energy. I can only tap into your energy. And so, that's why I'm kind of strict about that. I'm not going to read other people without their permission. So when I tapped into yours, it's like I got a little bit of a pain behind my third eye, like you were blocking like a mini headache. So just felt like I was a little bit, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sending lots of love your way. It's okay. It's okay. Did you ask about your mom? Are you trying to connect with your mom? Or did you not ask the question at all? The main thing here is the healing. Okay? Healing needs to be done. Healing's a big thing, okay? And balance. Oh, trying to connect with her. Okay. Well, I feel like the mother card's here and there's connection beside it. So I feel like she's trying, and then the returning. Okay. So you've got connection with the mother and returning. Okay. So I mean, I definitely feel like she's around you. Okay. But the biggest thing is she wants you to heal and feel better. Okay. And pull yourself up out of the darkness and into the light. And this has to be done now. Okay. You cannot put off the healing process. All right. It has to be done. All right. It's time to be done, and start moving yourself up so that you can start feeling better. Okay. Because what's wanting to come through is the love and the joy and the peace and the happiness. This card is all about, it's all about ecstasy. It's about feeling the feels that feel good. Okay. Feeling within. So this is not from external situations causing us to feel good, right? It's not like buying a new car and you're excited and you feel great about it. No. It's having those same feelings for no reason. Just being happy, just being joyful. Okay. That's what is needed. That's the energy that wants to come through. And that's what she wants for you. Okay. Because you're kind of in this dark place right now, and you need to come up and into the light. Okay. And let yourself heal. So this healing is very, very important so that these good feeling energies can come through. Okay. And it needs to be done now. So the feline here is all about no more excuses, no more putting it off, no more putting it on a shelf, no more locking it behind a door within you. It's time to face it so that it can be healed, okay, so that you can start flowing in life again, so your energy can start flowing again, so you can start feeling better again, so you can be joyful again. Hey, Pamela. I've got a really long list today. So I probably will not be able to get to you. I just wanted to let you know that up front. Okay. But I do appreciate you being here. Timmy Lade, it looks like she's being spammy. That's not allowed here. Okay. No, no. No, no. So please ignore the spammy people. How did my camera get moved around again? This is crazy cakes. Okay. Um, Okay, so that's what really needs to happen. All right. So she's sending you lots of love and light energy to help with this process. Okay, so she's shining light all over you and trying to help you flow into your healing and rise up and out of the darkness and get in touch with the feel goods. Okay, so get a little bit more balanced. You need a little bit more balance. Okay, and you can talk to her. She's there. Okay, she's around you, she's with you. All right. You can talk to her anytime you want to. All right. And when you start doing your meditation and you open up and you start connecting with source, you can actually tap in and you'll start to feel her and see her and sense her. Maybe not see her. I mean, I don't know what your spiritual gifts are. It's a possibility. It came out. Who knows? But you'll definitely sense. Okay, you'll get when you get in touch with that connection and you get in touch with your spiritual gifts and you get in touch with the meditation and you get really clear on, using and being okay with and accepting your spiritual gifts, you'll start to sense that love and you'll start to sense, what's going on around you, and you'll know, I can heal. It is time. I am loved. All is well. I deserve to move on and be happy, and it's okay. Okay, you have permission to let go and heal. You have permission to live a joyful life, which is what is wanted for you. Okay, and it has to happen. It needs to happen. So just get balanced, fill yourself up with that love and light energy. Okay, because it's all around you. It's just waiting for you to tap into it and let it in. Okay. Louise, I would definitely, I always recommend the grounding, centering, and connecting meditation that's on our podcast because it's a good starter. It's a good starting point with feeling and sensing your energy because it does get you grounded first, which is important. No, no, sir, that's not allowed here. No spammy. Okay. No, no. It gets you good and grounded, and then it also gets you connected, all right, with the light. So, and then it talks you through how to combine both that supportive grounding energy and that love and light energy and mingle those two in your heart center. No, no, she doesn't want to, sir. Please stop harassing people. Please stop scamming here. That's not allowed. But yeah, so it gives you a good place to start from. These people are just all over the place. I'm so sorry, you guys. But it gives you a good place to start from. And then you can sit and just feel and get more in touch with your energy and just pay attention to what you're feeling. Because I really feel like if you will do the grounding, connecting, and centering, you'll start to feel that energy around you and that love around you. Yeah. You're very welcome. Okay. Give yourself permission. She wants so badly for you to heal and be happy and just feel good. Okay? And be happy. Live your life. Do what makes you happy. Be joyful. Because she'll be right there with you, being joyful with you and for you. That's what she wants. Okay? So yeah, give yourself permission. Okay? You're loved. You're very, very, very loved. I can tell you that. The amount of love um, that I'm being wrapped in and feeling right now it's just so much. It's so much love. Okay, so much support. Like I'm almost in tears. Um, uh, you're so loved, Louise. You're so loved. Okay, and I'm sending all of that love to you right now. There you go. Yeah. All right. It's like just being hugged by like, I don't even know, like a giant person just hugging you and holding you and loving you. That's what it feels like. Okay. And all of that is coming to you right now. So, yeah. You're very, very welcome, Louise. You're very welcome. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Exactly. Yeah. You're not wanted here. These scammy, spammy people. All right, you guys. Now, back to the list. I don't see anybody new. So we'll just start right back at the top of the list. Don't forget, you guys, tomorrow's Thursday, so it's everybody's day. So try to get on first thing because it's first come, first serve tomorrow. Okay? So that's why that way I can get some of our peeps that hang around and have had readings before. We can get you in. All right. Okay. So first up, we've got Anjali, then Shamala, and Carlene. So we'll just see how far I get. Okay. Because probably those are about, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get to those three. If I'm lucky. We'll just have to see what happens. Okay. I will do my best. All right. Hey, Pallavi. Hey, Jessica. Ah, Pallavi, my line is so long again. Set a timer for like 12:30. Just be ready, Pallavi, to jump on because tomorrow's first come, first serve. Everybody day. Hey, Jessica Smith. Let me know if you're new, okay? There's been I've read a few different Jessicas, so I'm not sure. Hey, Erin. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Erin, you need to give me an update. What's happening? Oh, Jessica, you're new. Okay. Okay. All right. Anjali, I'm so sorry. We have another new person. So we're gonna go ahead and get Jessica in, and then if I can, I'll get back to you. Okay, Anjali? Yeah, Erin. Send me a text, Erin. Let me know how things are going. Give me an update. Don't leave me hanging. Just send me a text, and then that way I can see it. You know, when I get the time, I can get to it, and I'll read it, and then we can chat. I don't ever know what's a good time. Because stuff always is coming up and happening. But that way, if you send it, I'll see it, and then when I get to it, you know, when I space clears, it'll be there. I'll find it. All right, Jessica. Certainly, we'll do a reading, and we will go ahead and do that now. All right, Jessica. Here we go. All right. Jessica, I'm going to shuffle one more time for you. All right. Let's see what's going on, Jessica. Okay. Ooh, okay. Don't forget, you guys, if you had a reading and you enjoyed it, please leave us a review and a recommendation on our Facebook page and also on Google. That would be much appreciated. And don't forget to follow our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram as well. And if you subscribe on YouTube, we'd really, really appreciate that. So thank you. And thank you all for being here. All right, Jessica. Okay, first and foremost, Jessica, you are very spiritually protected, okay, and you need to know that. All right, I need you to know that. The other thing, is Source is working for you right now. So the divine is working for you right now behind the scenes, and you are not aware of what Source is working on, okay? But if you feel like you've just kind of been left out in the cold, you have not, okay? Source is working for you, and they're working a miracle for you right now. Even if you can't see it or feel it, it is coming. Okay, they have not left you. They have not abandoned you. They are most definitely working on a miracle for you. All right. Your job is to get back in touch with your spiritual self. Okay? Because if you'll get back in touch with your spirituality and your spiritual health, you'll be able to pick up this miracle energy that's around you, and that will help you shift things. Okay? But you've got to open up to the miracle within you, which is you. Okay? I'm really hoping that's sinking in for you. All right? Because there is a miracle within you, and you yourself are a miracle. Okay? The miracle is you. Okay, so I need you to know that, and I need you to understand that very fully and deeply. Okay, good night, Shamala. Thank you for joining. Yeah, jump back on tomorrow because it's first come, first serve day, okay? Good night. Much love to you. Um, okay, I don't feel the nervousness as much with you, Jessica. I do feel a touch of emotion. Oh, you're welcome, Pamela. I really do love every single person that comes on and joins, and I really do send you all so much love and appreciation. Okay, so tap into your spiritual side. Know you yourself are a miracle. Know that you are loved, you are protected, and they are working more miracles on your behalf. Okay, so start to see it. See it, feel it. Even if you can't see it yet in reality, if you will just pause just for a moment. Okay, Jessica, pause for just a moment and consider the possibility that you yourself, you are Spirit's greatest miracle. Okay, I need you to feel that and see that and sense that, because every single person that is breathing right now is a miracle, and you are a miracle as well. Okay? And we are all called to live our lives as the miracle that we are. And not everybody answers that call. Not everybody understands that call. Not everybody has the capacity to tap into that energy and fully understand, because they clog themselves up with so much outside stimulation that they lose touch with who they really are. Okay. So please, please, please start to shift your perception. Start to shift about how you think about yourself. Okay. Because you are a miracle. You are loved. You are supported. All right. And Spirit wants you to accept that as a truth, as a fact that just is. It is undeniable. All right. Now, when you can open up to the concept and the idea and then the reality that you are Spirit's greatest miracle, therefore, how could they ever abandon you? How could Spirit not work in your favor and on your behalf? Okay? When you start to open up to that, it might be a little bit of a slow process, but when you open up to that idea and you start to accept it and believe it, which may be slow and that's okay, you begin to love yourself on such a deep level and you have such a greater understanding of yourself and acceptance of yourself, okay, that it can't help but show up in your reality. All right? Now, you're being asked to open up to this as a possibility because there's a deep level of healing that needs to occur within you. All right? And it has to happen now. It has got to happen now. Okay, Jessica? I wish I could gift you with the knowledge of how deep and serious and important this work is, because you are so loved, okay? And it feels like you've been in this dark place for a very long time and you don't need to be there anymore. It's time to heal. It's time to step into the light that is within you, that is you, okay? And that is available to you, all right? So own your light. Own it. Own your light. Own your healing, okay? Own who you are. All of you. Accept and love all of yourself. Even the parts that are, you don't want to look at, you don't want to admit to. The things where the little areas where you lock away shame and guilt and those things that you don't want to look at, that make you think there's no way I could possibly be a miracle. You are a miracle. And those things are a part of you that once you accept and you shine your miracle light onto them, they can then heal, they can release and let you go. Okay, then you're fully available to be who you are. And then you can dive deeper into who you are and what you want. Okay, it's going to start a whole new level of being for you, a whole new level of being. All right, and if you start this journey now, if you start the journey and you stay dedicated to this healing process and your spirituality and your spiritual growth, if you will stay dedicated to this, I can promise you in a year from now, you will look back and you will say, I am a totally different person. And I can honestly say I love my life and myself. Okay? But it starts here and now. It starts with letting in that you are magic, you are a miracle, you are love, you are loved, you are a miracle. Okay? Let that sink in. Meditate on it, sit with it. Okay? Let it start to sink into your reality, into your mind, into your being. Okay? So that way the healing can happen. You can move and embrace the light, and you can start this whole brand new journey that is your healing path. All right? It's time to get spiritual. On a very deep level, it's time to get spiritual. Not just surface spiritual, right? So it's not necessarily about going out here and, I don't know, you guys, I don't know if I've ever shown you guys. My whole desk is like surrounded in crystals. Like they're everywhere. Like this is just a handful. There's like probably 5 or 6 other handfuls, right? And then I know you guys see all the ones on my arms. I wear a lot of crystals, right? But just going out and buying crystals and incense and, the woo-woo stuff doesn't make you spiritual. That's not it. They assist you with tapping in to the energies that are already available within you, right? And if you guys ever wonder how crystals work and how to work with them and why they work, there's a blog post on the website. It's called A Crystal Workshop. So you can listen to it as a podcast. It's very long. Or you can read it because I posted it as a blog post too. If you don't want to listen, you'd rather read. But they assist with the healing. But they are not the healing itself. The healing happens when you accept that you are a miracle and you accept that you are loved and you accept that you are loved. Oh gosh, yes, bracelets work. Oh my goodness, do they work? And they can work almost instantly if you're open and accepting to it. If you don't believe they don't do anything, then they won't. But as you can see, I fully believe, and they do. They shift you almost instantly. It took me a while to get, this one is new. This is lapis lazuli, and it took me a little bit to get adjusted to it. Every time I touched it, the room started spinning because my third eye would be so wide open, I would start spinning. So it took me a while to get adjusted to it. Thanks, Erin. I can't help it. Like I get so like, I guess I giggle and get so giddy just because I'm so full of like that spiritual energy, and it just makes me so happy. I can't help it. It just comes through. So much love. It just happens. Actually, this is my newest one. My boyfriend brought home to me last night. You guys, I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know if you guys can fully see. You probably can't because the glare. Stupid glare. It won't work. But it's blue kyanite, you guys. If you are having trouble stabilizing any kind of emotions, blue kyanite is the way to go. I love blue kyanite, and this is a beautiful bracelet. I wish you guys could really see all the dynamics to it. Because kyanite's a pretty fragile stone, so I was surprised. It must be coated for them to turn it into a bracelet. But you know how like when you're pregnant, I'm sorry you guys, I went on a total tangent. But when you're pregnant and your hormones are all over and your emotions are all over, I kept blue kyanite on me the whole time I was pregnant. And I tell you what, I didn't have the prego crazies. I didn't have the emotional roller coasters because it really helped stabilize all those emotions. But he knows how much I love kyanite. It's also really good for chakra healing, for clearing out blockages. And yeah, blue kyanite's great. It's also self-cleansing. So you don't ever really have to clean it or charge it. It kind of does it on its own. But of course, I cleaned it anyway, you know. Then it never hurts to give them a good clean and charge. But yeah, no, the crystals work. Okay, so to your spiritual self and healing. Okay. Oh, so let's see. There's so many options. Well, for one, a good smoky quartz helps you get grounded. Okay, so it's going to help you start to ground the healing into reality and ground the healing energy into your body and your vibration. Okay, so smoky quartz is really good. The gray agate. So this is a gray agate bracelet that I've had, I don't even know for how many years. It's probably the oldest bracelet I have is this gray agate, and I've had to redo the band on it several times. But it helps with embracing transitions in life and adjusting. Okay, so like when you're trying to do this healing work and you're trying to make this transition from the darkness into the light, it helps you with accepting that process and moving through it. Okay, if you find you're very emotional, again, the blue kyanite is great. Now, lapis lazuli is a really good one because it opens up all your higher chakras. Okay, so communication, the throat chakra, your third eye, your crown chakra, it works with all of those. All right, but I would not use lapis lazuli by itself without having a grounding stone with it, so you don't get too airy-fairy. Because when you get too airy, when you get too focused, and this is a mistake, you guys, so pay attention. When you focus too much on the spiritual stuff and you're not grounding, which is why I always start with the grounding, centering, connecting meditation. If you're not grounding, you actually start to leave your body. Okay, so your soul starts to hover in your higher chakras, and it starts to try to come out and leave your body. And what happens is you start to have physical dis-ease in your body because your body is getting like left behind. Okay, where the grounding stone helps pull you back into your body, pull in the spiritual lessons and such that you're learning and opening up to, and it grounds it and it roots it into your being so that you have full balance. Okay, so avoid the physical diseases that can happen from leaving your body. That's also why you should have, well, I won't get into astral travel, but if you're going to do astral travel, make sure you've got a lot of study up on it, okay? Um, but yeah, so I would get a good grounding stone, okay? Gray agate's very affordable. It helps with transitions. For the spiritual stuff and the healing, a lapis is good, and amethyst. Amethyst is good also for opening up. Um, if you're trying to do a lot of healing, a rose quartz is going to help you focus your love inward, okay? Because it's all about learning to love and forgive yourself, right? So your rose quartz is going to be really good for that. Green, brown, and transparent yellow. Green, brown, transparent yellow. That almost sounds like a moss agate, Angeli. And I thought I had one sitting here. Apparently, I have moved it. Yeah, that sounds like a moss agate, maybe. No, I'm sorry. Green, brown, yellow. I'm not sure, Angeli. Send me a picture on the Facebook page, and I'll try to tell you which stone it is. But yeah, send me a picture, Angeli, on Facebook Messenger on the Facebook page, and I'll try to tell you what stone it is. Okay, so another good thing to have, the good grounding stone. The other thing about smoky quartz is it has a protective energy as well. So you can like protect your energy and cocoon yourself as you're doing your inward work. Okay, it also helps you working through that shadow work. All right, so it's a good grounding stone, but it's also a good protective stone as well. I also do the shungite because it helps with EMF protection. I also have a black obsidian, which is good for, of course, protection and all such as that as well. But so for your healing, I would do rose quartz, smoky quartz. If you have the emotions that you need to get stabilized, I do the blue kyanite. If you're wanting to start your spiritual work, I would do the lapis, but only with a grounding stone. Okay. And then your amethyst. Another option is moonstone. Rainbow moonstone helps with developing spirituality as well. Okay. So a lot of options, but those are the ones that I think are going to be the most affordable and easy to find. Okay. And that will help to get you started. Now, if you can, one of the best stones for dealing with and working through your shadow side and your shadow work, and I cannot tell you, it was almost instant and it worked. I could feel it working almost instantly, but it worked very quickly in helping me heal and get rid of the parts of myself that I felt like weren't the highest and best vibration. It really, really helped clear that out. And that is tourmalated quartz. So what it is, I don't know if you can see, it looks speckled. Can you guys see the speckles? Okay, like here, this one right here. This is a good one. It's black tourmaline inside of clear quartz. Okay, you can see the black specks inside of the quartz. So it's tourmalated quartz. Now, rutilated quartz is a little bit different because it's got rutile running through it. And it looks more of a golden color. I don't think you guys can see it because it's not. Okay, but that rutilated quartz is not the same thing as tourmalated quartz. Okay, so make sure you're looking for the tourmalated quartz. But it really helps with you starting to separate events, actions, parts of your personality that are not of the highest and best. It helps you start to separate those things from who you really are at a soul level versus whatever you've done in your life. Okay? Because whatever you've done in your life or whatever energies you've held on to, whatever your defense mechanisms are, whatever you felt like you had to do to survive, that maybe you hold guilt and shame around. Things like judgments and gosh, I can't even tell you guys like the level at which this tourmalated quartz really did help. So I would highly recommend a tourmalated quartz. And like I said, it works very quickly. I think I cleared out, I would say, at least 15 years of crap, right? All the crap we go through in our lives and all the those defense mechanisms that we put, like, for example, sarcasm. Sarcasm is a defense mechanism. Okay, so if you're somebody that's very sarcastic, tourmalated quartz would help you separate yourself from that sarcasm, see it for what it really is, help you see when you picked up using sarcasm as a defense mechanism, what the sarcasm is keeping you from truly dealing with. Then it will bring to the surface where all this began so that you can shift it, heal it, forgive it, let it go. Okay, so it works kind of like that. All right, it brings up all this stuff for you. It brings it to light so that you can start healing it. But I would say I healed about 15 years worth of crap, I would say in about 3 months with working with the tourmalated quartz. So yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Jessica. You're welcome. Yeah. Um, let's see. I like the crystals in that, but they like tighten my hand when I carry them. Some hurt. So I don't get them anymore. Okay. Yeah, so it'll help you start to separate those and put those down because you don't need them anymore. Yeah, it helps you recognize it. Now, it's intense work. I'm not going to lie to you. It's intense, it's emotional, but on the other side of it, you are so free and light, and you have so much more room to accept in and feel all the good that life has to offer, right? So, like, like Erin was saying, I giggle all the time. It's because I have so much of the feel good energy running through me, and I just can't help it, right? But I have a higher capacity to hold so much more of that energy now because I let all of my crap go. Let it all go. I don't need it anymore. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know myself, right? And that's our biggest, best calling. The two greatest things you can ever do in this lifetime have nothing to do with accomplishment and have everything to do with if you can truly and fully love yourself and know yourself. That's it. That's it. That's it. Because once you do those two things, everything else falls into place. It can't help but fall into place. So the greatest two things you can ever, ever, ever accomplish in your lifetime is learning to fully love yourself and know yourself. Know your defenses, know your triggers so that you can heal them. Know how your mind works. Know what your energy feels like. Know when you're feeling other people's energy. Know what your spiritual gifts are. Know what you like, what you don't like. Know what your boundaries are and when to use them, right? When you really know yourself, then you also know what's your purpose, what's your passion, what's your joy, right? So those are the two greatest things you can do. And they're ongoing. They're ongoing. Because if you don't continuously work on them, you start to lose them. So you should always be discovering and learning more of who you are. And you should always be working on that, fully loving and accepting yourself. Because nobody will ever love you the way you want to be loved. And that's why you have to love yourself the way you want to be loved. Because once you master that, you're good. You're good. But it's work, and it's continuous work. So, all right, you guys. I am over my time. But Jessica, you got this. All right? You got some healing work to do, but you got it. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Everyone can do it. Every single one of you can do it. You know, and that's part of why I do these readings, and that's part of why I try to put the information out there and make stuff available to assist you guys on your journey, right? The Witch Source, if you'll notice, the slogan is your source for magical empowerment. And it's not because I want to be the person that does everything for you, right? Because I can't fix you. Only you can fix you. Nobody else can fix you. If people claim they can fix you, they're lying. I'm sorry. They can support you in fixing yourself, right? So that's why I want to be this source of magical empowerment, to empower you with the knowledge and the information so that you can do the inner work, get in touch with your true self and who you really are. Then you're powerful. You can expand in your power. Yeah. It's a request for tomorrow. Angeli, I don't carry lists over, but hop on first, okay? Hop on first. But no, I don't carry lists over. So I start a fresh new list every day. See, this is like a few days worth of lists. So now I'm like starting a fresh new page for tomorrow. So, Angeli, if you're on here first thing tomorrow, you'll go right at the top, okay? All right, you guys, I hope all that's been helpful to you. I've started putting up more blog posts as well, and I'm hoping to start being able to put more out there. So I've got a post up there for candle magic, because I do love some candle magic. I put everything up there that I could possibly think of and that I know about candle magic so that you guys can use it. And I also put a post about disposing of spell remnants. Okay. So check that out. Check those two posts out if that's something that is interesting to you. Don't forget the crystal workshop's already up there. Okay. And I know people charge for these crystal workshops. I tried to be really inclusive of everything I could think of. Now, obviously, I probably didn't get everything. Plus, they're always discovering new and more crystals. Okay. There's new ones popping up all the time. But you can figure out, but if you do the workshop, okay, it shows you and explains to you, it tells you how and why crystals really do work. Okay. Goes down, breaks it down into like their molecules and their structures and how they work with the energies and how those energies work with you. And then I tell you about how you can work with them. Okay. So even like, even though like, you can't carry them, you said, Janelle, there's other ways you can work with crystals. So go check out the workshop. It's under blog. It's on the blog on the website. I think it was one of the very first ones I did was the crystal workshop. And if you don't want to read, I did put it into a podcast. Okay, but it was like literally the first podcast I ever did. So you guys be gentle, be kind. It was like one of the first ones I ever really like did. So I apologize if it's not the greatest, but I think you guys will still feel my energy because y'all know me. Anyway, check that out. See if that will be helpful to you. And then you guys, if you want to know more about certain things, let me know. Let me know so I know what direction to go and what kind of posts to put out there, what kind of podcast you guys want to hear, what you guys want to know more about. Good night, Angeli. Get some good rest, okay? Surround yourself in lots of love and light healing energy before you go to sleep, okay? So maybe you'll start to feel better. But give yourself lots of rest. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Janelle. Yeah, it might just be that certain stones or energies or frequencies don't work very well with you. Because sometimes it takes a while for our bodies to get adjusted to the frequencies. Like I said, every time I touched a lapis, and I keep grounding protecting stones on me all the time. It didn't matter. Every time I touched a lapis, the room was spinning because it just like turned that on so fast, so strong that it was like, wow. I mean, to the point that I literally felt high as a kite. Like the giggles, the laughing, like way, way, way too much. Like I couldn't even function. It took a while for me to get adjusted to it. So it does take some time. But understanding maybe what ones are working for you and which ones aren't, and then pay attention to what you're drawn to as well. There's also a thing called muscle testing. You guys can check that out. Maybe I'll see if I can find a post about it, and I'll try to post it on the Facebook page or maybe and in the group about muscle testing and what that is. But like you can put a different stone in your left hand if you're right-handed. So whatever your receiving hand is. So for me, I'm right-handed. So my left hand is my receptive hand. So I would like put a stone in my receptive hand and hold it to my heart center. And then I hold my arm out and let somebody try to push it down. And I think you'll be surprised. If you test out a few different crystals and get a few different variations of ones that make you stronger, right? If you're stronger, your arm's not going to move at all. You're going to be able to resist somebody pushing down pretty good. But if something weakens you, you're going to feel it. You have no resistance. So that'll kind of give you an idea too of which stones to work with and which ones will help. Okay. Like tiger's eye for me, even though I keep it around, it is a weakness, which is funny because it's supposed to be like one of my stones, right? For my zodiac and all that, which is why I don't get too much into the zodiac stuff unless I'm looking to see where my magical presets are, which we'll get into that later. That's kind of like something that'll be in the school. But yeah, figuring out which stones work best for you, try some muscle testing and see if that helps. All right, you guys, I'm way over time. Just went on rambling. But hopefully you guys found some value in that. And that is it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, it's a free-for-all, first come, first serve. So hop on bright and early, and I'll be more than happy to get your readings in. And we'll just go through as many as we can, okay? And if I get that rushed energy, we might just rush through them, but we'll get as many as we can. All right, you guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed your reading, please leave us a review, recommendation on Facebook and Google. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribing on YouTube. And if you've not yet, join the Facebook group. Okay, you can find it through the Facebook page. All right, so you can get in the group, ask me questions, let me know what you want more info on, and that way I know what information to provide you guys. Okay. All right. Much love to you. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate all of you. I hope you have a wonderful, magical evening, and I'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.